Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Alex, a Comic Hoarder. Thank you so much for clicking play on this video. As promised in my last video, I'm unboxing another Grail comic book. I got this just today, and so I'm so excited. So All-Star Comics 8 sold today, and I'm opening up a Grail comic book. Hopefully you guys are excited about this. You're probably going to ask yourself, how did Alex get another Grail comic book? Well, the power of trading is real. You guys, I traded 100% for this book, so I paid $0 out of pocket, except for my shipping and insurance. This baby was completely $0 out of pocket for 2022. Before we get into that box, I want to thank the sponsor of this video. It's Hip Comic. Hip Comic is an awesome place to buy and sell comic books. Hip Comics in total features over 1 million comic books from some of the biggest and most trusted comic book shops around the world. For bargain hunters, Hip Comic hosts weekly auction events where you can get great deals by bidding on rare and key issues that always start as low as 99 cents, with hundreds of new books added each week. Hip Comic is amazing. Check out the link in the description below to start shopping today. And with that, you guys, let's get into this Grail unboxing. All right, I'm going to magically open up this box here really quickly. Okay, there's plenty of bubble wrap, and I'm going to leave a link up here to the trading video that I just did, tips on how to trade for your Grail. And I will tell you, I don't know if I did enough disclaimers on that video. You know, obviously a lot of times I swing and I miss. I strike out several times when I'm approaching dealers. So it's not like every single dealer you go to is going to be like, oh yes, I love to trade. No, it's like 20 dealers hate trading and they say, no man, it's for sale only, cash only, or you better have the majority cash and like $1,000 book, and that's it. It's not like rainbows and sunshine all the time in the trading world. You got to find your network. You got to network with people who want to trade, who kind of like doing this thing. And there's been several times where we work a deal and it's just like it doesn't end up happening because books aren't there, the value's not there, or it's just not of interest to them. Just be aware that the majority of dealers are not going to want to trade. But if you're like me, you're always out in the hobby on Facebook, on Instagram, you're looking at deals, you're trying to work deals, you're looking at things that you like. You'll know when opportunity comes about and you'll be ready when opportunity comes about. All right, so this one, I found a dealer on Facebook, or a seller on Facebook. It was a group member of one of the many Facebook comic book groups that I'm a part of, and he had a book for sale. I saw it a couple weeks ago, or I saw it like a week ago. I was like, man, that's a really cool book. I like it. I guess it didn't get enough attention, so he posted it again, or he posted it on another site or another Facebook group. And this time I noticed the keyword, am willing to take trade offers. So I was like, boom, there's my opportunity to get this Grail that I've wanted. If you guys have watched me back in 2016, 2017, I was chasing this entire run. I almost had it, but this book was just way too tough. And to be honest, what's crazy is you'll see this book. I passed up an offer to buy this book at a 3.0 for $1,900, $1,900, and I passed it up because back then in 2016, $2,000 was an X-Men #1 in really nice grade, like 3.0 to 4.0. That's how much an X-Men #1 was, and I didn't even have an X-Men #1 yet. Times have changed. $2,000 is now like $15,000 to $20,000. It's insane. But I'm going to show you guys right now. He did a trade deal with me. I traded 4 or 5 books, and just like I told you guys, 3 to 5 books is kind of like the sweet spot to trade. I traded some Golden Age books. These are not books that were like keeper books for me. These were always kind of like, oh, it's great to have them, it's great to experience them. And one book as an example was Ghost Rider #1 from Magazine Enterprises. I paid $400 for that book. So I don't know how much this seller paid for this book. So it's okay to talk about what I paid for this book. I'm not going to tell you every single book that I traded, but one was Ghost Rider #1, the Rex Fury Ghost Rider, the Golden Age Western Ghost Rider. It was a 6.0, 6.5, something like that. I bought it for $400 raw locally, got it graded, really liked it. I don't think I'm ever going to be a super hardcore Western fan. That was part of the trade deal. And that's, you know, a couple $1,000s in trade value. That's an example of things that I was able to do. Another one was a Flying Cadet number 17. Really great Golden Age book, Maurice Whitman cover. I know Collecto6 really appreciates and really likes that book. And so this opportunity came up and he liked that book. So that was one of the ones in the deal. Honestly, I paid like $20 for that book raw, but I knew at an antique shop, I knew it had much more value. So that was several $100s, if not $1,000 in the trade deal. So those were some of the books that we traded. No big keys, just cool covers, cool Golden Age covers. None of my big books. They're all safe. They're all secure in the office. But without further hesitation, I want to show you guys what I traded for. It's a conserved grade, but it's still a Grail. And we'll talk about what the value of a conserved book is, but I still love it. So it is a 3.5 conserved Journey into Mystery 83, the first appearance of Thor. Incredible. As you guys remember, I just got the first appearance of Loki, which is Journey into Mystery 85 recently at a pawn shop for $300, and now I have Journey into Mystery 83. This is a book that I've wanted for so long, and I'm very, very happy to have this. So it's off-white to white pages. It is conserved for leaf casting to cover and interior. There was like one wrap that was married. Like the first wrap was married. So either one of the pages was original or they took two pages and put them together. This is incredible regardless. I love this book. It is so, so good. And I love the fact that the conserve label is not a green label. It's not a restored purple label. These are all materials that are acceptable by CGC to conserve the book. So conservation to me means it's just to preserve or conserve the integrity of this book. So this book doesn't fall apart. They're not trying to like make it look better. They're not trying to make it look brand new or like a 9.8 or near mint like a restored book would do. They're not trying to make the book look better. They're just trying to hold it together so it doesn't fall apart, so it can be conserved or preserved for future generations. In total on the CGC census, there are 2,218 copies total. That's universal, restored, conserved, qualified. There are 320 restored copies, and there are 10 conserved copies. I think conservation is becoming more and more a thing. People are trying to get out of the restoration, so stop trying to like add things and make the book look better, and more moving towards just keeping it structurally sound so that they can save the book. This is paper. It's going to deteriorate. You're going to need conservation. The highest grade on a Journey into Mystery 83 is 9.6. There's one 9.6, and there's no recorded sales for a 9.6. Heritage Auctions sold a 9.4 on April 11th of 2022. So just this year for $432,000, almost $500,000 for a 9.4 Journey into Mystery first appearance of Thor or Dr. Don Blake, his alter ego. So conservation. So this is how I value this book. In our deal, going to be completely transparent. $8,000 worth of value was traded for this. And that's not how much I have into it. I could have like $1,500 into the books that I traded. So technically I could have got this book for $1,500, but it's an $8,000 value. And let's talk about how we came to that value. So he valued it at $8,000 in trade value. Completely agree with that value. And here's why. A 6.5 sold in November of 2019 for $7,000. That's a conserved grade. 6.5, $7,000 in November of 2019. A blue label in November of 2019 sold for $12.6K. So $12,600. That's a difference of 56%. So this is a negative 56% from the blue label. In July of 2020, a 7.0 conserved grade sold for $10,300. That is a 57% decrease or 57% reduction off of the blue label, which was $17,550. So we're anywhere from 57 to 56% on the blue label. And that's just consistent across all recorded sales of all 2 recorded sales of conserved labels. That's about how I'm going to value this one. A blue label for a 3.5 sold on eBay just recently, just this year, for $14,000. 56 to 57% on that would be $7,800 to $7,900. Really close, within $100 to $200 of that $8,000 value. So this really to me is an $8,000 book. Technically, $8,000 worth of value in it. My acquisition into this book may be like $1,500. There was some, it looks like there was some spine splitting going on, maybe down here. I can't really tell honestly. So the conservation on this book is a little bit of leaf casting right there. That looks like a little bit of rub, color rub, or looks like where the tape pull type thing. That's like it. So very, very minimal, but I know the first wrap is like married. So it's 2 pages that were like leaf casted together to make them one full wrap. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you're brand new to the channel, hit that subscription button, hit that bell to be notified when there's future videos. I've got so many videos lined up, you guys. It's going to be an awesome rest of the month. I'm really excited about the videos upcoming. I'm going to do another foundational book video next. The next video that I do, like early next week or later this weekend if I'm up for it, will be another foundational book. 5 books that you need to buy for your foundation of your comic collection. Once again, thank you so much to Hip Comic for sponsoring this video. If you guys want, check out the link in the description below and start shopping at Hip Comic today. They're incredible. They've got over 1 million listings, so it's awesome. Share this video with your friends, hit that thumbs up, and comment down below, and I will talk to you all on the next one. See you, bye.